You've been lied to about life. From the very start, society gives us a blueprint of how we're supposed to live. We're told to follow a path: study, work, earn, retire, and eventually, after all the struggle, we'll find happiness. This belief is deeply ingrained in us, reinforced by almost everything around us. But what if this entire narrative is based on a falsehood? What if everything we've been taught about how life works is nothing more than an illusion? Alan Watts, one of the most thought-provoking philosophers, dared to challenge this accepted reality, unveiling the hidden truth behind life itself. His perspective reveals that much of what we believe about our existence, our goals, and our pursuit of happiness is not only misleading but detrimental to our well-being. The first big lie we've been sold is the idea that life is a journey, with a clear destination that we are supposed to reach. We grow up being taught that life is a straight line, moving from one milestone to the next: graduate, get a job, buy a house, find success, and eventually happiness will come. But Alan Watts calls this out as the root of our dissatisfaction. According to him, life is not a series of steps leading to a specific endpoint. Instead, life is to be lived and experienced in each moment. The idea that we're always striving for some future reward is what keeps us trapped in a cycle of discontent. You keep waiting for that future moment where everything will magically be perfect, but it never comes. The truth is, the future is just an illusion. What we really have is the present, and the more we focus on this elusive future, the more we lose touch with the beauty and richness of the now. Think about it. How many times have you postponed your happiness for some future achievement? I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll feel better once I accomplish this or that, but when you finally reach that goal, the happiness is temporary, fleeting. Almost immediately, you're on to the next target, thinking, maybe I'll feel fulfilled after I hit that one. Watts reveals that this never-ending chase for future satisfaction is a trap, a loop that keeps you from ever really experiencing life as it is. The future is a mental construct, something that doesn't even exist outside your mind. The present, however, is real and alive, and it's here where true happiness and peace can be found. Another massive illusion we're fed is the belief that we are separate individuals, isolated from the world and from each other. This sense of separation leads us to believe we must constantly compete, always be on guard, and ultimately survive on our own. Watts challenges this belief by showing us that we are not separate from the world, we are the world. We're all part of a greater whole, an interconnected universe where everything is linked. The air you breathe, the ground you walk on, the people around you, none of these things are separate from you. When you grasp this deeper truth, you realize that the boundaries we set between ourselves and others are artificial. Once you let go of this illusion of separation, a whole new way of seeing life opens up, one that's rooted in connection, compassion, and unity. This false sense of separation is what leads to much of our anxiety and fear. We worry about what others think of us, feel like we don't belong, and strive for external validation to feel whole. But what if you knew that you were already enough? That you're not incomplete or broken? Watts encourages us to realize that we are already part of something much greater than ourselves. When you truly understand that you're connected to the universe itself, a deep sense of peace takes over. There's no need to prove yourself anymore. There's no need to constantly compete or strive for more. You can finally relax and just be. Society also conditions us to believe that life is something to be controlled. From a young age, we're taught to have everything planned out, to know exactly what we're doing and where we're going. But Alan Watts suggests that this need for control is at the heart of much of our suffering. We spend so much time trying to control the uncontrollable, to shape life to fit our expectations, that we lose sight of the fact that life is inherently unpredictable. Trying to control every aspect of life only creates stress and anxiety. Life is meant to flow. It's meant to be experienced in all its unpredictable beauty, and when you let go of the need for control, you allow yourself to truly live. Imagine the relief of no longer needing to control every outcome. Imagine how freeing it would be to trust the natural unfolding of life, to accept that not everything is within your power, and that's okay. Watts teaches us that life isn't something to be mastered or controlled, it's something to be participated in. By surrendering to the flow of life, we open ourselves to experiences and opportunities we never could have imagined if we were too busy trying to force things to go a certain way. One of the most profound truths Watts reveals is that happiness isn't something you achieve after you've ticked off all the boxes. Happiness isn't waiting for you at the end of some long road. It's available to you right here, right now, in the present moment. We've been conditioned to believe that happiness is something we must work for, something that comes after we've earned it. But the truth is, happiness is a state of mind. It's available in every breath, in every small moment of life. Watts encourages us to let go of the idea that happiness is tied to future achievements and instead embrace the joy that exists in the now. When you stop believing the lies, when you let go of the need to control, to achieve, and to separate yourself from the world, you discover a new way of living, a way that's richer, more fulfilling, and much more peaceful. Watts' teachings reveal that the key to a truly happy life is not in striving for more, but in realizing that you already have everything you need. Happiness is not some distant prize, it's here, now waiting for you to open your eyes and see it. So, ask yourself, what would life be like if you stopped believing these lies? What if you stopped chasing the future and started living in the present? What if you let go of the illusion of separation and embraced the truth that you are part of a much larger whole? Alan Watts challenges us to do exactly that. He invites us to see through the illusions that have been keeping us trapped and to embrace a life of freedom, connection, and joy. The freedom that comes from understanding these truths is profound. When you break free from the illusions that have been dictating your life, you experience a shift in how you perceive everything around you. You start to realize that much of what you've been worrying about, striving for, or fighting against is irrelevant. The external pressures that used to feel so heavy, like achieving societal success or conforming to expectations, start to lose their grip on you. Instead, you focus on what truly matters, the present moment and the connections you share with others. Alan Watts often spoke about the concept of letting go, but letting go doesn't mean giving up or withdrawing from life. It means releasing the tight grip we have on expectations, outcomes, and the need for control. By loosening that grip, we allow life to unfold naturally. We open ourselves to new experiences, new perspectives, and ultimately, a deeper sense of peace. Think about the times when things have worked out unexpectedly, or when life surprised you in a way you couldn't have planned for. Those are the moments when life is truly being lived, beyond the confines of our rigid plans and expectations. Another crucial lesson Watts offers is about embracing uncertainty. We're conditioned to seek certainty in life through career paths, relationships, and future plans, but life, in its very essence, is unpredictable. Rather than fearing uncertainty, Watts suggests we lean into it. The unknown holds limitless possibilities, and when we stop trying to predict and control every aspect of our lives, we become more open to the serendipities and wonders that exist in the unknown. In this way, Watts asks us to question everything we think we know about life. Are you living according to your own truths, or are you still operating within the framework of what society has told you is right? Are you holding on to beliefs that are no longer serving you? When you begin to question, you start to see that much of what you believe to be real is, in fact, just an illusion created by culture, by fear, by a desire to fit in. But beneath these illusions lies a deeper truth that life, at its core, is about being present, being connected, and experiencing each moment fully. What Watts ultimately reveals is that the hidden truth about life is not something out there that we need to discover, it's something that has always been within us. The peace, the fulfillment, and the happiness we seek are not found in external achievements or future goals, but in embracing the here and now. Watts reminds us that life is a dance, not a race to the finish line. And the sooner we stop running towards an imaginary end, the sooner we can start dancing. So what can you do with this newfound knowledge? How can you apply Watts' teachings to your life right now? It starts by shifting your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you lack or what you need to achieve, start appreciating what you already have. Notice the simple joys of life, the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, the feeling of connection with another human being. These are the moments that truly matter, These are the moments that make life worth living. Watts also encourages us to practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and your surroundings without judgment. When you do this, you begin to notice the beauty and magic in the everyday. The things that seemed ordinary or mundane before suddenly become extraordinary because you are fully present in the experience. It's time to unlearn the lies you've been told about life. It's time to embrace the hidden truth that Watts so beautifully articulated, that life is not something to be conquered or controlled, but something to be lived and enjoyed. When you let go of the illusions, you find that the happiness, peace, and fulfillment you've been searching for have been within you all along. As you move forward, remember that life is a journey, but not in the way society has led you to believe. It's not about reaching a specific destination, it's about enjoying the ride. Embrace the uncertainties, let go of the need for control, and most importantly, live fully in the present moment. Watts' message is simple yet profound. The life you've always wanted is already here, waiting for you to see it. Take a moment to reflect on your life right now. What illusions are you still holding on to? What beliefs are keeping you from fully living? Once you start letting go of these illusions, you will see that the world is far more vibrant, connected, and full of potential than you ever imagined. Alan Watts invites you to wake up to this truth and to start living in a way that's aligned with the deeper realities of life. If you found this message impactful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has this truth about life resonated with you? What changes will you make moving forward? Let's keep this conversation going, and together we can continue exploring the deeper truths that make life so extraordinary.